Celebrity Special. Now, tonight the pressure is really on our gladiators as they take on professional athletes of a very high calibre.
And Ollie, normally it's the contenders who are a little bit nervous, but I'll tell you what, I've seen who we've got backstage. We've got world champions, we've got Olympic gold medalists, so I'll tell you, the gladiators, they've got a reason to be scared. But it's all for a good charity.
It certainly is. It's all for a very good cause indeed. Tonight, everybody here in the audience has donated £5, and the chosen charity this year is St John's Ambulance. Now, throughout its 5-year history, Gladiators has been very much helped indeed by St John's Ambulance, and in particular by Bob and Angie Grout. They've been with us throughout the 5 years, giving us personal and professional support. Now, their ambulance is on its last legs, so we've clubbed together with our money and we bought them a new one, and here it is.
A lot of money's worth of equipment. The winner of tonight's show will win a cheque for £2,000 for a charity of his choice. And the runner-up, he'll get £1,000 again to the charity of his choice.
Oh, it's all for charity, and we're very generous tonight. So let's meet our contenders tonight. Steve Redgrave, MBE.
And Matthew Pinsent, gold medalist.
Start off by saying, oh, quiet. Woo, they love you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
That was your 4th Olympic gold medal, wasn't it?
Yes, 4 consecutive gold medals at 4 Olympics, yeah.
So you're getting bored now with them?
Yeah, it's time to give that up and try and find something else now.
Now, what I want to know is what on earth is going to happen when we put a pugil stick in a rower's hands?
Well, everyone thinks we're going to be good at that, but we're both lopsided, that we're only used to paddling on one side of the boat, and so it's a little bit lopsided, so they shouldn't be as scared as they make it out to be.
Well, listen, I'll be cheering for you anyway. Let's hear it for Steve Redgrave.
OK, Matthew. Now, when we knew you were coming on the show, we've all been bugging you about bringing your gold medal. Don't let us down. Did you bring your gold medal? Have you got it with you?
Do you really want to know?
Yes, we do. Whoa, there it is. Let's get this on the camera. Oh. I don't think we're going to get near a gold medal, Ollie, so you better have a good feel of it.
Thanks a lot.
Tell us, Matthew, what did it feel like? I mean, what was the experience of winning a gold medal?
Unbelievable. It was just brilliant. To go to Atlanta and to win what we said we were going to do for 4 years, it was just beyond words.
Well, can I say the whole country is very proud of both of you. Now, tonight, how do you think you're going to do?
A bit worried about a couple of events, but no, I just hope to enjoy it.
Off you go, get yourself ready. Let's hear from Matthew Pinsent, gold medalist.
Our next lot of contenders are Nick Gillingham.
And Ray Stevens. Come on, guys.
Nick, welcome to Gladiators. Another Olympic medal winner.
Yeah, silver and bronze medals from Olympic Games, but I'm happy into retirement now at long last.
Ah, really? So your way of relaxing and retiring is coming on Gladiators?
You could say that. I've done nothing for a month. I had a few hours practice this morning and it's wiped me out. I could do with a few hours kit.
How was it going, the practice?
It's tough. It really is tough. It looks easy on TV, doesn't it? But when you're out there and you're competing with the big guys, and they are big guys, then it's very, very difficult.
Well, you're not bowing out just yet. You've got a real challenge ahead of you tonight, so we'll be looking out for you. Let's hear it for Nick Gillingham.
OK, Ray. Now, you're a judo man, 5th Dan black belt, am I right?
That's correct, yeah. I'm a 5th Dan, which means I'm 5 grades higher than a black belt.
That's pretty high. Now, tell us, you've got a bit of experience of being in the Olympics as well. Tell us about that.
Well, I was very fortunate enough to win the first silver medal in Barcelona. I was the first medalist there. Didn't quite work out in Atlanta, but it was a fantastic experience.
And what are you doing with yourself now?
Well, I'm probably going to carry on for another year, and then I'm going to go into personal fitness training, which is what I've done before, and I'm going to pursue that and give people the benefit of my experience.
Great stuff. Let's see how you get on. Let's hear for Ray Stevens. Off you go.
And finally, let's meet Graham Bell.
And Neil Back. Come on, guys.
Now, Graham, you're our downhill skier. Now, the Brits aren't sort of known for their downhill skiing, but you've done pretty well, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been racing on the World Cup downhill circuit for 13 years now. Did my first Olympics in 1984, so I'm an old hand at it.
Well, not so much of the old. Now, are you a pretty fit guy?
Yeah, well, we see these rowers, we've seen the judo players, and we've seen the rugby player. I'm like the maverick, I'm the wild card in here. You know, a lot of people, when they think of skiers, they think of playboys, you know, they're going to go out, have a good time in the Alps, you know, but we do our work too. And one thing, when you're racing downhill, 90 miles an hour, jumping up to 60 meters, you're not scared of anything.
Oh my goodness. Well, we want you to work hard and play hard tonight. Now, if you win, of course, you could win an awful lot of money. What's your chosen charity?
Well, I'm going to give the money to Back Up. It's a charity for spinally injured sportsmen. It was set up with when one of our freestyle skiers was paralyzed. And I think that's, you know, that's perfect charity for this kind of an event.
Oh, that's really nice to hear. Good luck, Graham. We'll see you later.
Okay, Neil, now you're one of our rugby men. Tell us a little about what team you play for and what else you do.
I play for the Leicester Tigers and an England international.
Oh, a little bit of support in the house. And tell us, how fit are you?
Well, I train very hard. I'm one of the fittest players in Britain. I wouldn't say the fittest, but I put a lot of effort in and do my best.
And if you win tonight, £2,000, which is the charity of your choice?
Well, I support a charity called Sparks, which basically aids research into kids to help those that can't play sports have a bit of fun and enjoyment in their life.
Great stuff. Well, we look forward to seeing what you can do. Off you go, Neil. Get yourself ready for the first event.
Well, hopefully the first bunch of guys are now set up and ready to go with their first event, so let the charity show begin.
So, in the blue Atlasphere, it's Graham. And in the yellow sphere, it's Nick. And in the red, it's Steve. And they're going to be facing Rio. Laser. And Rebel.
A triple treat of British sporting excellence lined up head-to-head with three of our bells of the ball. The arena rocking with the Atlaspheres chorus, G-Force parading their pom-poms, and the excitement electric.
Checkpoints possible.
Yep, they work.
Gladiators, ready! 3, 2, 1.
From a standing start, let's get this action rolling. John Anderson races for cover as Graham Bell in blue impacts on Rebel. Rower Steve Redgrave in red is 3 on 3. Can't get a stream of smoke from that pod. A neat change of direction with plenty of open water between him and pod 2. Getting into the flow of this event immediately. Up on 2. Scrapes his hull on the pod, 3 points, and looking like a smoked haddock at the moment. Helping nudge there from Rebel. Swimmer Nick Gillingham with a dodgy doggy paddle action in the Atlasphere. Laser crawling along beside him. Nick looks in good, Nick. Steve strikes gold again, 2 in a row for the rower. And Graham Bell rings up 3 points. The skiers sloping away from Rio while Steve gets a pad off the pod. Here comes Nick on 4. He's into the swim of this event, and there's a logjam down there. Graham Bell evading the ding-dong. Steve Redgrave picks up another smoking. People think he's choking, but he's definitely serious. And Nick trying a belly flop onto 2, but can't splash out with a score. Sets off for the clear water, but there's the horn. Great start from the sportsman, and the Gladiators finding it hard to get into the frame. Graham Bell went like the clappers. And there are some clappers.
It looked to me as if you were thoroughly enjoying that.
That was quite fun. That was quite fun.
I mean, you have to use your legs for this, apparently, she says, not ever having done it. But you seem to do quite well using your legs.
I think my problem has been a bit too tall. I kept hitting my head on the top.
Did you really? What, are you 6'5" or something?
5, yeah, 6'5".
Oh, blimey. Well, you looked as if you did really well. And you too, young man. Do you enjoy it?
Oh, that was great fun. It's like being on the Dodgems at the fair. It's great fun.
See, this is your childhood all coming back to you. What about you, Nick? Do you enjoy it?
Oh, yeah, it was good fun.
I mean, it's pretty tough on your legs, though, isn't it?
I struggled more in rehearsal. I enjoyed it tonight. Good atmosphere. I think that brought it out in me.
Well done, guys. 3, 3 and 9. Let's hear it for them. Well done.
Well, Let's see Steve in action again. This was on pod 3. 3 points on the board, a face full of smoke, and what a place to run aground.
And in the blue sphere is Matthew. And in the yellow, it's Neil. And in the red, it's Ray. They're going to be chased by a falcon. And 24 stone of warrior.
Incidentally, carrying an injury.
And Vogue.
3, 2, 1.
The ref gets it on, and after the opening clash, the celebs can break free for the points. Neil back, more used to rugby than this gridiron action, being marked by Warrior himself, no stranger to the ruck. Black belt judo star Ray Stevens can't throw his Atlasphere into the points, and rower Matthew Pinsent tries to take the plunge on 2. Rugby's Neil back at the front, handling that round ball superbly. Can he convert it? No, he tackles himself. Recovers well, though. Matthew, can he dip it? Oh, what a place to get a squirt of smoke. And Ray Stevens with the streak slams a 3-pointer onto the board. Vogue giving him grief as she pins him to the edge, forcing him wide in the arena. Matthew Pinsent going for gold. Misses. Ray Stevens puts his oar in, and Matthew gratefully steals another 3. A clear case of Smokey Robinson. As Ray fires up on 2, but it stays a smokeless stone. Neil back, knocked by the Warrior, but the rugby star will try again. An injured Warrior feeling under par, but it's not affected his voice as Matthew wobbles his feet onto the pod and into the point. An action-packed Atlaspheres. Let's look at Matthew in action. In fact, both rowing boys used to boats, but spent so much time in the smoke, it must have been like standing on a ship's funnel. After one event, here's how the League of Honour stands. Neil yet to score, Ray, Nick and Graham have 3, but gold medalists Matthew and Steve top the table, both with 9. A rollicking start for the rowers.
Event number 2. Getting ready to climb the wall, it's Steve Redgrave. Unfortunately for him, he's going to be chased
One
by
serious
Panther.
athlete, 4 consecutive Olympic gold
Also
medals.
getting ready to go, it's Graham Bell. He's going to be pursued by Vogue.
He's used to going downhills, not up them.
Here's how cheeky Graham compared skiing to Gladiators.
Compared to downhill and compared to the fear factor in downhill, this is nothing. When you stand at the top of Kitzbühel and you're going to race downhill at 90 miles an hour and do the huge jumps that we do, then what we're doing in here is just a bit of fun for us. It's like doing something on a Sunday afternoon for a bit of a buzz, but it doesn't quite get up to the full buzz of downhill racing.
3, 2, 1.
Vogue reminding Graham of his head start time. The skier in blue and Steve Redgrave in red. Graham Bell going like the clappers, but Redgrave, the rower, looks to have the lead. He's been up the creek, now he's up the wall as the Glads commence their climb. Panther after Steve, Vogue on Graham. One slip and it really will be a downhill event. Sarah, his wife, can hardly look. Steve nearing the summit, good climb from him. Graham close to the summit, Vogue grabs an ankle, tries to shake her. Steve scores 10. Graham over the top for 5. Sarah applauds the effort.
Well done, how did you find that?
Oh, it was quite good, actually. I didn't think I was going to meet the mountain boy. He was flying up in practice, so I'm very pleased with that. I got up here and I was looking for him. I had to look back down again.
Well, you got yourself 10 points.
Thank you.
Well done. Well, a little bit slower, but how did you find it?
I was flying up at the beginning and then she got my foot.
That was Vogue.
Yeah, I just had it on my right hand, should have had it on my left. Still, it was good fun.
Well done, you got yourself 5 points. Well done, guys.
Next up to climb the wall, it's Ray Stevens. He's going to be chased by Laser. Also getting ready to climb, it's Nick Gillingham. He's going to be chased by Lightning. I'm nervous.
While Nick studies the grips, let's find out why he's here.
The reason I took up the event is because I like a challenge, never tend to dip out. I wanted to also appreciate the crowd. I've never really performed in such a large arena. We only have about 3, 4, 5, 7,000 fans cheering and shouting, bar the Olympic Games where we have 15,000. This is a mighty arena, and the atmosphere is going to be very, very stimulating and very, very exciting.
3, 2, 1.
It's Ray in red, swimming star Nick in the blue. And Nick looks to have got the knack, but fifth dan judo star Ray is throwing himself into this, a storming lead. Here come the Glads, the laser beam on the Ray. Lightning is thundering after Nick, and she's onto him very quickly. But Ray keeping laser at bay. Nick flicks lightning off his foot and buys himself some space on the wall. Nick almost neck and neck with Ray. Good recovery from the swimmer. Lightning makes another grab, still can't sink him. The crowd can't believe he's escaped twice. Ray to the top for 10 points and hauls himself over. Nick's next, 5 points. Great scaling from the swimmer.
Congratulations, Ray. You look like you really deserve those points.
I don't think I used the right technique, John, but I made it.
You look like you were slipping a little bit then.
Yeah, too much arms and not enough legs.
Well done, you got yourself your 10 points. Well done, Ray. Nick, how did you find that?
Oh, that's hard. Hated that all day. The tendons in the fingers are really hurting after this afternoon. I honestly didn't think I was going to make it, so I'm delighted to get to the top.
And you got yourself 5 points. Well done, guys.
Well, Lisa, you're normally very good at this. I'm a little bit disappointed in you.
Well, I'm not. He was fast up there. At one stage, I got near him, but he got away.
Well, Lightning, it looked to me as if you were going for his bottom.
No, actually, I was going...
It did!
Well, I was going for his strap, which is by the buttocks, I agree. But his strap was that tight, so I think I might have got his bottom. But no, I didn't catch him and pull him off. So
And it wasn't intentional?
No, it wasn't.
Let's hear it for Lightning and Laser. Well done.
Sometimes we can't believe her either.
Last up to climb the wall, it's Neil back. He's going to be chased by Rebel.
I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him.
Getting ready for it, it's Matthew Pinsent. He's going to be chased by Rio.
All right then, good luck.
Contenders, you will go on my first whistle. Gladiators, you will go on my second whistle. 3, 2, 1.
Neil in green on the left side of the wall, scampering up the escarpment. Matthew in blue on the right, under pressure but keeping cool. Maybe a little too cool, because here comes double trouble. Rebel on Neil and Rio after Matthew. Matthew stalling a little. Neil looking to convert his 0 into a 10 on this wall. Neil continues his bunny hop to the top. Matthew coming back at him now. And this is going to be close for the 10 points. And Neil grabs the maximum by a whisker. Neil's fiancée, Alison, in the blue.
Well done. That was a fast time.
I needed the points, not scoring in the first round. Pleased with a 10, brilliant.
Well done, 10 points. Big man, Matthew, you've made it to the top. Many people thought you wouldn't make it, but you have.
Oh yeah, no, I was happy, but some points on the wall were just awful.
Well, you made it, you got yourself 5 points. Well done, guys.
After 2 events, the league table looks like this. Nick and Graham with 8 apiece. Ahead of them, Neil and Ray. Matthew drops to second spot, while Steve emerges as the clear leader.
Well, aren't our celebs doing well? And the pressure remains on our gladiators. So let's see how they do in the second round. Join us after the break here on Gladiators.
Welcome back, and we're now ready for our next event. And first up is Steve. Unfortunately for him, because he's going to be facing the Wolfman.
Earlier, Steve told me how close the competition might be.
We're all quite close of what we're doing, so it's how the breaks come. If anyone makes a mistake on the wall, they could get knocked out from the first round. I think it's going to be quite a tight competition. But then again, it depends on how the gladiators react to that as well.
The string. 3, 2, 1.
The referee gets them straining and starts them pushing. 10 points if Steve can shift the Wolf, but the oarsman coming in for some stormy times. A heavy frontal system approaching, but Steve looks to have it under control. Back to back, and the Wolf's let go. A win for Steve Redgrave. His nephews are happy too. And actually, the Wolf isn't. Steve's unsettled Wolf, clearly unsure of what happened, so no change there. No point in holding that up, he can't read. Here's the replay. Steve takes it to the edge, then cuts back and robs the Wolf of the ball.
And next up is Graham. And he's going to be pushing against the #1, Ace. Over to John Anderson.
Take the string. 3, 2, 1.
There they are, straining as they sumo into action. Graham Bell needs to produce a big one if he's to make the cut. The two lowest scorers go out. The bell is ringing every drop of strength from those ski-honed muscles. Ace is playing his cards right, though. Looks to have the upper hand. Graham struggling, and there goes the bell. Ace was on the case, and it was for whom the bell tolled. Another look will confirm Graham's departure from the platform and the competition. No threat of appeal from the bell.
Next up is Nick. And he's going to be facing a Trojan. Over to John Anderson.
Take the string. 3, 2, 1.
Nick Gillingham. His muscles must be killing him. Trojan, a superb sumo specialist, and Nick needs a win if he's to stay in the pool of top-flight challengers. Living on the edge, and Trojan pushing him from pillar to post. That'll do it. Nick goes for a high dive from the platform, splashes out of the contest with a belly flop onto the crash mat. When Trojan turned on the power, there was little Nick could do except hold on for dear life. Unfortunately, he was down and out.
And next up is Ray. And he's going to be facing, there's only one, a Saracen. Over to John Anderson.
Take the string. 3, 2, 1.
Well, there's been more straining tonight than on any cookery quiz. Ray's judo skills will come into play here, balance and strength, but Saracen's a powerhouse of solid muscle. He's got the drive and the experience on this sumo ball. Ray digging in, but Saracen is relentless. Can Ray hang on for the 5? Saracen giving him the runaround. He's running. He's round. He's down. Is he out? He is. Saracen reigns supreme. Mat finish for Ray and a broad grin from his gorgeous girlfriend, Natalie. Only Saracen got to grips with this event. He ran Ray ragged and headlong into the deck.
And next up, it's Matthew. And he's going to be facing Cobra. Over to John Anderson.
Take the string. 3, 2, 1.
Matthews straight to work. Catches Cobra on the hop. Already slithering on the edge of defeat. Full stretch, his feet just on the platform. Unless he's careful, this snake is going to be back in his basket in double quick time. The Cobra in no position to strike back. Matthew has charmed the snake without a pike, but can't finish him off. Cobra recovering. Needs a big one from Matthew now. Cobra on his knees. He's out of there. 10 points to Matthew, and these oarsmen are a remarkably fit force to be reckoned with. Right from the whistle, Cobra was always on the precipice. Matthew knew he wouldn't be an easy pushover, so had to keep the pressure on until the Gladiator was off. 10 points for Matthew. Eat that.
And next up, it's Neil. And he's going to be facing a man who always gets his prey, Hunter.
This afternoon, rugby ace Neil told me he was up for the challenge.
All the lads today have enjoyed it, mucked in, and throughout the day we've got more and more competitive, so I think we're ready for the Gladiators.
3, 2, 1.
Well, he's used to handling a smaller ball, and it's certainly the wrong shape, but the Leicester and England rugby star will be looking to run with it. Oh, it's a down and under. Neil hanging on. Hunter can't convert the advantage, but this time he's got him. Neil straight into touch. Girlfriend Alison can't conceal her disappointment, and no points for guessing who that front row supports. Well, here's the tail of the table. After 3 events, those figures confirm that Olympic swimming medalist Nick Gillingham and Olympian skier Graham Bell have failed to make the cut.
Well, guys, as you know, there's far too many of you contenders tonight, and at the end of 3 events, we have to lose, unfortunately, the 2 lowest scorers. And on this occasion, it's you, Nick, and you, Graham. Have you enjoyed yourself?
Oh, yeah, it's been a great day. Brilliant atmosphere here this evening, and I think that made me perform well. I was very pleased with the wall, but disappointed to go out, but I look forward to the rest of the show.
Well, it's been great having you on the show, and you too, Graham. You've come out with some great things to say.
Yeah, I was really up for it this afternoon, this morning during training, really ready to go for it, and then a bit of bad luck and I'm out, but I'll be watching and I'll be supporting Matthew and Steve through to the final, I think.
And we'll see who gets on and goes through to the Eliminator. Here we are, some marvellous medals for you. Not quite Olympic, but we think they're rather gorgeous. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Nick Gillingham and Graham Bell. First up on Pendulum is Steve Redgrave. And he's going to be facing Hunter. Over to John Anderson.
Set the pendulum.
Will not be plain sailing for Steve. A 60-second rough ride trying to keep the Hunter at bay. 10 for evading capture, 5 for lasting 40 seconds, and no sign of anyone at the moment. Well, there's Steve's mum, Sheila, with plenty to shout about. Both guys moving so fast we can't even see them. Oh, look, there's one now. It's Steve Redgrave, high on the hill and without a hope, because here comes Hunter. Trouble on the starboard bow for Steve. Needs to steer her at port. But Hunter all over him. Steve trying to keep one step ahead, but it only needs a stretch from Hunter. Steve with a serious problem. Hunter tries to snatch, can't grab that red flag, and against the odds, Steve clocks up 5. Hunter tries again, still can't wrest that flag from his back. Steve's deceptively in control up there. Drops, oh, painful, but at least his flag's still intact. Hunter just can't get a grip to flag him down. Hunter again, yes, he's got him! With just 5 seconds to go, great performance from Steve Redgrave. I want to see that again, says Hunter. So here it is. Steve stayed low but close, effectively reducing Hunter's ability to descend. It took a brave move from Hunter to flag his man down.
That was a great event of Pendulum, actually, because it had everything in it, speed and everything. Had a little bit of trouble getting over those rather big white things.
Just sheer panic. It's the one I wasn't looking forward to that. And just leap over him and hope you stay on it.
Well, you did stay on for more than 40 seconds, so you picked up 5 points. And you'll be pleased with that at the end.
I mean, that was fabulous. The guys, look at the length of this guy's arms. I mean, he kept getting away from me. I had 3 or 4 snatches at the pendant. Didn't get it. Eventually, I was sat on his head in the end. Leaned back. I managed to get hold of it, but fabulous Pendulum, deserved 5 points.
We'll let you go off and catch your breath. Let's hear it for Hunter and for Steve Redgrave.
This guy's awesome. No wonder he's got 4 gold medals.
Next up on Pendulum, it's Matthew. And he's going to be facing the Wolfman.
Earlier, Matthew told me why he wanted to take part in this charity event.
Steve and I play golf for a charity, and it's a really deserving cause. And we just felt that it was a good chance to earn a lot more money than we do for them than playing golf, and also the chance to do it. Actually, I wanted to see what it was like. I knew it was going to be harder than how it looked on telly, and you know, it's a challenge, so I wanted to do that.
3, 2, 1.
Matthew, Olympic rowing gold medalist in Atlanta, currently lying in 2nd place in this competition, scanning the horizon for a sighting of the wolf. Here he comes, like a marauding pirate. That must be one of Matthew's supporters. Wolf doesn't get fans as glamorous as that. Matthew crabbing to his right. Wolf, the one-man snatch squad, trying to get himself into a grabbing situation. Matthew moving very deftly, handling the net well. If he ever gives up rowing, I guess he could get a job on a trawler. Needs to keep going if he's to clock up the 5. He's got the strength and the stamina to keep Wolfie at bay. But Matthew's stalled. That's all the Wolf needs. Takes the flag. 2 seconds short of 40 seconds. No points for Matthew. Let's take another look. See, Matthew misses a footing, and that mistake punished without mercy by the hound from hell.
Oh, Matthew. With those long rowing arms of yours, you were like a bit of a little monkey up there. Rather long monkey, actually.
Yeah, my feet came off just towards the end, and that slowed me up a bit, but I thought I could have hung on, but no.
Well, another 2 seconds and you would have picked up 5 points, but you were only on 38 seconds, so I suppose I have to say well done to you. I don't really want to, so I won't.
Now, I'll give him a lot of respect. He was very, very fast, but at the end of the day, he just wasn't good enough.
All right, let's hear it for Wolf and for Matthew. Never mind.
Well, he proved it that time.
Next up on the pendulum, it's Neil back. And he's up against Rhino.
Well, this should be a corker. Here's what Neil had to say about it.
Rhino's the same height as me, but about 8 stone heavier, so he's one I'm going to try and avoid. But all the female gladiators, I want to meet you all.
Well, just as well his fiancée didn't hear that.
2, 1.
Neil back, that's his name, not an instruction. The only advice he needs on this pendulum is don't get caught. Neil biding his time, waiting for the big charge. Knows the Rhino will come a-rampaging, but which direction? Neil swinging low, and no sign of the rhinoceros as yet. But could this just be a case of the lull before the storm? Alison giving it plenty. She can be a bit forceful when she wants to be. And there is the Rhino, way up by the North Pole, while Neil is down south enjoying the swing. And it's tough to know whether or not Rhino spotted him. Well, Neil has a safe pair of hands with which to grip the pendulum. Rhino moving down, looks like he knows where Neil's hiding out. Whatever happens, Neil's good for 5. But the force of the swing is incredible. Neil going for the points the hard way. Rhino starting his descent. Neil almost upside down on the pendulum, but in very good shape to score the maximum. Time ticking away, and it looks like Neil has nailed the Rhino. Good performance. Oh no, he's gone! With half a second remaining, he loses his grip, and Alison is distraught. Who can believe that? Here comes Neil.
Well, Neil, how did you enjoy it?
Well, on the buzzer, yeah?
What? That's what we're waiting to find out. Whatever happens, hopefully you will definitely have picked up 5 points. But how did you enjoy the event?
Oh, it's very tight on the arms.
Well, you decided to take the tough route, you fool. You went underneath the pendulum. That's the hard bit.
I did. I just thought, you know, everyone's been caught around the top, so I'd go low and just hang on. As long as I could, the bell went, dropped off.
Well, let's just bring John Anderson in and find out what the word is.
Right, Ulrika, I have good and bad news. Unfortunately, Neil came off before the end, so he didn't get the 10 points that he should have got, but he did get 5 points.
Yes, of course, you stayed on more than 40 seconds. So well done, Neil. Not as bad as we thought initially. Let's hear it for Neil and for Beefy.
I assume she was referring then to Rhino and not John Anderson. Keep one eye on Neil and the other on the clock. Rhino's too far away to finish it within the time, but the force of the swing does the job for him.
Last up on the pendulum, it's Ray Stevens. And he's going to be facing Ace.
Ray's spent all day preparing for these events. Here's his verdict.
Well, to be honest, it's been a lot harder than I thought. You know, you see it on television, you think it's going to be really easy, and the beam's a lot further than it seems, the wall's a lot higher, and it just takes a lot more out of you than you think, but I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
3, 2, 1.
Well, glad to hear Ray's enjoying himself. The judo star swinging into action knows the other challengers are point-scoring powerhouses, so needs to do well here. At the moment, the game is find the ace. Ray going low, adopting Neil's tactic, hoping it'll pay off rather better for himself. And there's the ace, very fast on the pendulum. Ray needs to move. The ace looking to trump Ray's chances as quickly as possible. The ace is on the case, or makes a grab, and another. The ref's blown up, but he's got him. Ray's off. The ace fans showing their cards. Here's the slow-mo. I would imagine the referee blew for an infringement by Ray. Bit of blocking maybe. Aces high, Ray's low.
John.
Yes, sorry, Ray. You tried very hard. He's a marvellous competitor. However, the rules require that you don't block. And Ray, you blocked, and I'm afraid it's disqualified and no points to Ray.
Ah, well, we still like you, Ray, so hang on in there. Let's hear it for Ray and for Ace.
The rules are quite clear. Ray's fiancée, Natalie, on the left, with Graham Bell and his wife, Sarah, holding little Louis. After 4 events, the league table looks like this. Neil needs to score a maximum if he's to have any chance of going through.
And first up is Steve. And he's facing a Trojan.
All together now.
Contender ready! Gladiator ready! On guard!
Well, this is the first time Trojans looked up to a challenger on Duel.
3, 2, 1.
Steve Redgrave more used to an oar in his hands. Oh, but look at this! Oh, strokes the Trojan from the platform. A record-breaking knockout, wins it in 4 seconds. And the Redgrave family salute this natural-born winner, a true British sporting hero.
Trojan, talk us through that, will you?
Well, we've only got 3 seconds, so it won't take long. I must have thought I was in a rowing boat for a minute there, I tell you. Well done, buddy.
Steve, congratulations.
That was a big surprise, very big surprise.
I mean, it happened so quickly. Did you actually hit him?
Once, and that was just to tap him over the side. He took his swipe at me. Unfortunately, he just missed me, or fortunately for me, he missed me, and lost his balance, and I just tapped him off.
10 points! Well done, Steve! And it's in the Trojan. Well done, guys. Awesome. And next up is Matthew. And he's going to be facing Ace. Over to John Anderson.
Contender ready!
Matthew Pinsent now knows the Glads are there to be knocked down.
3, 2, 1.
Ace off the mark first. This is one time Matthew will be pleased to hear the words man overboard. Matthew jabbing and swinging, dealing the ace a combination of blows. If Matthew is defeated and scores 0, then rugby ace Neil Back will be back in with a chance. But if Matthew stays the course, then he will automatically join Steve Redgrave in the Eliminator. Certainly giving Ace a caning, shoving him about like a dummy, and Ace can't get anything going here at all. A brave and relentless performance from Matthew. He's going to score 5 for staying the course. When it comes to competition, these oarsmen are a bit of all right. John Anderson calls it a day. Matthew secures 2nd place with 5 points, and the fans delighted. Here's why. Matthew set out to dominate on the platforms, aiming for plenty of shots to the boat race.
Matthew, talk us through that. How did you find that?
Horrible, absolutely horrible.
Horrible, you nearly knocked him off.
Yeah, well, he was hitting me hard as well. I just had to keep looking at him, keep my head up. Very, very hard.
Well, you stayed on, you got yourself 5 points. Well done, Matthew, and let's hear it for the ace.
Maybe next time. Yeah.
And next up is Neil. And he's going to be facing the Wolfman. Over to Anderson.
Contender ready! Gladiator ready! On guard!
The Wolf realises this exercise is academic. At least he would if he knew what academic meant. The Wolf gets to work, hounding his prey, trying to get Neil back to the crash mat. The challenger jabbing away. Neil Back certainly has plenty of front. Wolf, the man we love to bait, swinging but can't shift the rugby star. The sticks are locked. Neil takes some big punishment, but soaks it up and hangs on. Wolf used to taking plenty of stick, even when he's not dueling. Wolf at full stretch to get a result. Man to man, toe to toe, but Neil Back's going to stay the course. 5 good points. Oh yes, he's there. Survives the onslaught, gives the Wolf an extra tap. How well will he take that? Oh, not very well at all. I'd have thought oath would be more appropriate. Let's have another look at those swinging swings. Wolf delivers a parcel of punishment, but the Rugby open side flanker played an absolute blinder.
Well, Neil, you took a lot of punishment there. More like the defensive role there.
I just wanted to see what the Wolf could give. Weren't good enough.
Well, it looked like he was getting through there.
It's all in a day's work when you play for Leicester Tigers. You get in amongst it, and that was nothing different.
Well, you certainly did. And you stayed on, you got yourself your 5 points. Well done. Wolfman, would you like him to fight back more?
Well, what can I say? You know, I was just too good.
Once again, he was too good. Let's hear it for Neil and the Wolfman. Well done, guys. And next up is Ray. And he's going to be facing the Cobra. Over to John Anderson.
Contender ready! Gladiator ready!
Nice close-up of a pugil stick there, and I think Ray will be getting plenty of those in the next 30 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
Cobra, the kickboxer, versus Ray Stevens, the Olympic silver medal judo player. The only thing Ray will be allowed to throw are blows from his pugil stick. Oh, but Ray's in trouble. Cobra, consummate duelist, rattling Ray's cage with a fusillade of furious blockbusters. But the 5th Dan black belt knows all about balance. Ray takes a smacking, but keeps on whacking. Cobra, often more ham than hammer, proving he can take it as well as dish it. Superb action display from both guys. Oh, connects with the left for a classic KO. Less than a second to go. Cobra, his pugil stick spinning. Ray with his head doing the same thing. And yes, it is as painful as it looks. And the fans impressed with that performance, not forgetting the duel.
Ray, what a performance. That is what we love to see, a real good battle. Are you all right?
I'm fine. It was my last event. I had to go for it. And he got some good shots in. It was a lot easier in practice.
Cobra, talk us through it. You took a lot of punishment, but you also gave out a lot.
That's the most tactical game I've ever had. But winning or losing don't matter. I'm just privileged to go up against a guy of this calibre. And I think it's brilliant that they've all come along and given up their free time for charity.
Great stuff. Thanks very much, Cobra, and well done. Well done, Ray.
Cobra sums up the spirit of this show. The league ladder confirms our 2 Eliminator finalists as Steve Redgrave and Matthew Pinsent.
Well, gentlemen, as you know, we're heading in towards the Eliminator now after 5 events, and we only need 2 people for the Eliminator. We've got 4, and we've got to lose the 2 lowest scoring contenders. And that, unfortunately, especially after your duel when you worked so hard, is you too. So, have you enjoyed yourself, Neil?
What a fantastic day. We've got to let Steve pick up another gold, so we've let him through to the Eliminator.
You've been kind and bowed out. And what about you, Ray? Had a good time?
I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It's been for a brilliant cause, and I've had a really fun day.
Well, it's been great to have you on the show. Here are your 2 medals. Not quite gold, as we've said before, but they're rather gorgeous. Let's hear it for Ray Stevens and Neil Back.
Well, unfortunately, we've had to lose 2 of our contenders. We're going to have a short break, so don't go away, because there's a lot more exciting action here on the Gladiators. Aruba!
Special, and it's very exciting indeed because we've got our 2 Olympic gold medalist rowers about to run the Eliminator. Let's have a quick look at the scoreboard. Steve's on 44 points, Matthew's on 29 points. That's a 15-point difference, giving Steve a 7.5 second head start. Fash is with the boys.
Well, Steve, 7.5 seconds head start. I mean, at the start, if you had to go against anybody, I'm sure it wouldn't have been against Matthew. You know his strengths and his weaknesses.
I think both of us didn't expect to get this far. But 7.5 seconds is a long time, and we've had a great day, and we're both running for the same charity, Sparks, so we decided we're going to start level, if the crowd want that.
Well, let's ask them, does anybody want that? That is a tremendous gesture. So you're going to start level.
That's right.
Matthew, what do you think about that?
It's better than starting 7.5 seconds down, isn't it?
Oh, you're very right. Well, you're the same charity, so both guys wish you all the best. Steve, Matthew. Over to John Anderson.
Steve and Matthew, you will both go on my first whistle. 3, 2, 1.
Once again, they're both in the same boat. The ultimate British sportsman at the Atlanta Olympic Games, now battling it out head-to-head on Gladiators. Steve Redgrave in red, Matthew Pinsent in blue. Into the rubber room, the drastic elastic. There are contenders from former shows in there who still haven't found their way out. But Matthew has, and Steve, they both emerge unscathed. Rope next. Everyone acclaims these great British heroes. The ropes they usually handle are for tying up boats. Matthew leads, and next it's not on your bike, but get a ladder this. Upper body strength. We haven't mentioned that in a while, as Matthew extends his lead over his rowing partner. Steve on the ladder, working those long arms, as Matthew traverses the rollers. Oh, and takes a boat race full of Matt for his trouble. Steve levels it up on the net. The hard climb to the gantry ahead. This net is gross, but Steve takes the lead. Matthew's full cost him dear. Ray Stevens' fiancée Natalie on the left with the Bell family, urging the rowers to higher things. First to the gantry will be Steve Redgrave, but Matthew Pinsent only a fraction behind. Steve looks to have the wind taken out of his sails, ambles to the zip line. Both guys hook up for the fast track to the floor. Oh, it's Matthew away first. Not for the first time, these guys have caused a splash. Terrible landing by Steve, hard on the stern side, but an amazing recovery. His wife, Anne, and his daughter, Sophie, think it's hilarious. Onto the balance beams. Steve leads, Matthew second. They've done this programme and their Sparks charity proud. Matthew coming back now for the big finish. It's up the travelator. Oh, Matthew misses a footing. Steve Redgrave is going to win it. Matthew Pinsent second, and the words truly fantastic can only be an understatement.
Steve Redgrave, you were amazing. Wow, where are you? Well done. And congratulations.
Thank you.
It was a tough one.
It was very tough. It's always going to be competitive between the two of us.
Listen, I have a cheque here for £2,000, which I hope is going to go to a charity of your choice. Have you thought of a charity yet?
Yes, the charity is going to be Sparks. They aid medical research for children in lots of different areas. So it's a very, very good cause indeed.
Well, £2,000 ain't bad. And of course, we've had the privilege of you here on Gladiators. Have you enjoyed yourself?
Very much. It's been a great day. Thank you.
It's been great to have you on. Let's hear it for Steve Redgrave. Well done.
Steve's proud daughter.
Well, Matthew, I've got to say, being a sportsman myself, I know the sort of rivalry you've got with teammates, so I know how desperately you really want to win and beat Steve. But you don't go away empty-handed. There's your trophy and a cheque for £1,000 for your charity, which is the same as Steve's, which is Sparks.
Right, that's right. Yeah, very happy. For once, I've got to be happy with silver.
And has it been an enjoyable day?
It's been brilliant. Very long, very tiring. It's a good finish.
And can I say, ladies and gentlemen, you've just seen two of the most fittest people in the country, if not in the world. Well done, Matthew, and well done, Steve.
And I've just been told that the total prize money won by these guys has been increased to £7,000 and will be donated to the Sparks charity.
Well, Flash, what fantastic celebrity action we've seen tonight. Haven't there been a great bunch of celebrities?
Absolutely amazing. Some of the fittest people in the world.
Absolutely. Well, before you know it, we'll be back on your screens with more action. So join us here on Gladiators.
For safety reasons, do not attempt to recreate any of the events you have seen on Gladiators.
One episode of Gladiators is never enough, really, so stick around. There's more coming up in just a couple of ticks here on Challenge. While over on Pick, Australia is the destination for some fly-on-the-wall action. That's nothing to declare.